Dreamweb is a cyberpunk point-and-click adventure game by Creative Reality, initially released in 1992. The troubled protagonist Ryan is haunted by strange, recurrent dreams. In these, he meets a mysterious group called the Keepers, who task him with tracking down and killing the 7 evils who threaten the Dreamweb. It's never made clear whether this is a dream or reality, but in the included booklet Diary of a Madman, it suggested that Ryan is psychotic and delusional. I'd say that the plot, art and feel of the game draw heavily on Blade Runner. Upon its release, Dreamweb caused a considerable amount of controversy due to its explicit nature. Anger was not only aimed at the gratuitous violence, but also the badly pixelated bedroom antics. For the most part, gameplay consists of tracking down your targets and killing them in imaginative and gory ways. Puzzles aren't challenging in and of themselves, but they can be damn well frustrating due to practical issues. Normally adventure games are restricted to a few key items, which can be difficult enough. In Dreamweb you can pick up pretty much everything, which is a real pain in the ass. You'll find yourself walking around with a pocket full of apples and cups just in case, and deciding over which items to drop and which ones to keep can be really annoying. What's even worse is that you're able to get stuck in situations you can't return from, with the wrong items in your inventory, unable to progress. After repeatedly dying at a certain point, I had to restart after eventually figuring out I needed a gun. Also, for all the items you can carry, puzzles are solvable in a hilariously narrow number of ways. Usually, just opening the inventory and using your gun should do it. One particular thing that annoyed me was the inclusion of very obscure puzzles. For example, how the hell was I supposed to know that a nondescript bit of railing was different from all the others and could be taken as an inventory item? A certain amount of information you need in this game is accessed through using the computers and checking data disks. This seems like a cool premise, but in reality it was laborious and annoying. It's not really a puzzle as such, just an irritatingly slow way of gaining information. Moaning aside, there are parts of this game that I love. Graphically, Dreamweb looks fantastic. The environments are atmospheric and interesting. Whether it's a bar or a rain-soaked street, the art style helps to contribute to the futuristic metropolis Dreamweb wants to portray. The gore in this game is great. It's very satisfying to watch enemies exploding into mush and helps to make you feel like a badass assassin. Unfortunately, there is little character development in this game, and dialogue is really limited. Instead of choosing from a list of questions and answers, conversations are limited to a one-time only set script. The music in this game is fantastic. Brooding, peaceful and futuristic for the most part, the tension builds nicely as you close in on a kill. I also thought the sound effects were brilliant, with nice squishy wet sounds when people die. The game probably takes around 2 to 3 hours to complete if you're lucky. A reasonable amount of that time will be spent going back and forward to previous places to sort your items out, figuring out how the hell to use computers, and reloading after unexpected deaths. The latter of these isn't so bad. I actually find it quite refreshing to play an adventure game in which you can die. In summary, Dreamweb is a good-looking, artistic adventure game that stumbles with certain gameplay issues. It was made freeware in 2012, and for that reason I would suggest you give it a go. If you start tearing your hair out, you can always delete it, but be warned, the Keepers won't like that.